In this lesson, we're going to take the time to go over classes and constructors at the basic level, as we'll use them in Java. So go ahead and get the project Classes and Constructors loaded up into your Eclipse IDE if you'd like to work along with me on this project. And we'll see that in this project we have three different classes. We have a runner, a swimmer, and a Classes and Constructors, which is going to be our driver for this project. Now the runner class will have an instance variable of a private integer, or int, race ID, the default constructor only, which we know that we actually don't need to hardcode if we're only having the default constructor. We'll go ahead and leave it in there anyway, just in case we decide to add an explicit constructor later. And we have a method called performSport, which just returns a string that says running. And we have the toString, which says this race ID is performing sport or is running. So race ID is running. The swimmer is going to be very similar. It has the race ID as well, the default constructor, and it also has an explicit constructor or a complex constructor, which takes the race ID and sets it on instantiation. And then we have the performSport method, which again returns a string. Here it says swimming, and here we get the string format, which will say this race ID is swimming. So here we have our runner, R, which is going to be our new runner class, which will instantiate using the default constructor. Here we have our swimmer, S, and that swimmer is going to also be instantiated using the new and the default constructor. And we'll instantiate the swimmer S2 with the new swimmer and pass in the ID 235971. So we'll go ahead and run these. And here we see 0 is running, 0 is swimming, 235971 is swimming. And that's exactly what we expect since the default integer is 0 and we never set the integer for the runner or the swimmer in the R and the S variables. So they'll just show their integer or their race ID being 0. And the one that we passed in, 235971, is swimming as expected.